This is Greg Trauthwein, the editor of Maritime Reporter and Engineering News. We're here at the SMM 2016 with Mr. Martin Wernli, the CEO of Winterthur Gas and Diesel. Mr. Wernli, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Trauthwein, for the invitation.
Mr. Wernli, obviously Winterthur Gas and Diesel has undergone what I would consider an interesting transformation of late, becoming a standalone company. If you could give our viewers some insight as to the strategy and the vision of the company as you see it.
Yeah, thanks for the question. Actually, this is the logic consequence of a development process which has been lasting for a long period of time. You know, in the past, if I go back some years in history, the marine industry was located mainly in Europe. And pretty soon it started to move outwards to Asia. Especially the big ships, merchant ships, and also engine building moved to Asia. The productions in Europe were closed. The licensed production started in the Asian countries. And Winterthur Gas and Diesel, formerly Wärtsilä Switzerland and formerly Sulzer Diesel, we were part of a European conglomerate like Wärtsilä. Now also European conglomerates are going into different directions in the business. And the focus on the engine business and the cooperation with a strategic partner in the area where our products are used, mainly now in actually the Chinese market, is of a big move which is helping us to enhancing actually our presence in the world shipbuilding key markets. So key markets for us, it's clear it's China, it's Japan, it's Korea. And to tie up with one of the majors in these places and to have them as a shareholder, gives us the required capacity and the required freedom of action to develop our industry, our products further. So this means, especially in the area of product development, it's recognized that still in Europe we have quite high talent. We have access to excellent universities and students. We have a long history in developing state-of-the-art and leading technology products. Which we install finally in ships built in Asia. So together with the shareholder of CSSC, who is supporting our long-term development, we can maintain this independent role of a technology development and licensing company headquartered in Europe, having access to European talents and to the state-of-the-art know-how for future technologies.
Very well put. Mr. Wernli, obviously it's been a challenging shipping market, to say the least. Can you share with me the strategy to make your company, make your products positioned to take advantage of the inevitable upturn?
Yes, so everybody is waiting for the upturn. Let's see when it comes. I do not want to speculate about this right now. But there are, of course, a few key elements which we have to look at in this context. One is we have to be ready to meet the regulatory environmental requirements. Everybody is talking about IMO Tier 3, which is now introduced. Still, there is an uncertainty on whether some of the rules will be applicable and where. It's not applied everywhere at the same pace in the world. So as a technology developer, of course, we would favor a unified and harmonized introduction of regulatory requirements so that our developments actually will meet market demand. Okay. So as it is today, as a technology developer, we have to develop technologies and products. And in some places they may be needed, in others still old technology is needed. So this is, I would say, not optimum. It's not optimum. This is certainly one. Second, we need to meet the requirements of our customers. Mm-hmm. So what are the customers focusing on? For some years back, customers were focusing, due to high fuel prices, on low combustion, low fuel consumption. Okay. Low fuel consumption certainly is still important, but it has lost much of its, let's say, the high political impact it had. So low fuel consumption is going to stay there, but also customers want to have safe and reliable operations. Mm-hmm. Our customers also are licensees, engine producers. They want to have engines that are easy to manufacture. They have reasonable manufacturing costs. They can source all the components they get locally. Mm-hmm. And of course, with the move of the marine industry to Asia, it means we have to develop also local suppliers. Okay. So to put it all together, regulatory environment is one element we have to focus on. The other one is to have engines that are suitable for the vessels that are needed, from the vessel size, vessel type. the speed limits, whatever power outputs. And the second one is to have production-friendly products with localized supplier base.
Excellent answer. And one final question. Every company, every leader has their challenges. What do you consider your greatest challenge to running an efficient, effective manufacturing organization today?
Actually, our biggest challenge, I would say, like many other companies, maybe in the human factor. We need talented engineers that having a vision to look forward. They are ambitious, taking also decisions which are maybe challenging existing technologies, existing patterns. They have ideas for the future, and we need to hire that talent. And you mentioned the challenging marine market. So maybe the best talents today might have some other ambitions than to go to the marine industry. So I think for the marine industry in general, it is an issue to attract high talented people, to show them there is a future. It's an amazing business, it's fascinating, it's international, worldwide, multicultural. It's there to last also in the future because transportation will be needed, but we need to get young people interested in it. And I hope that we can help here promoting also our side in order to keep this business alive and give him the necessary impact and impulse it needs to grow in the future.
Mr. Wernli, thank you very much for your time.
It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.